Okay, so we have now recorded. This is the last event of this year, but I have already the active plan for the next year, including more events from Atlassian partners, solution partners, and vendors. So don't forget to join our official Atlassian community group to stay informed about all events that will be planned in our community. We have Russian-speaking events and English-speaking events. So because various partners are presenting, so don't miss and feel free to join. Okay, I think we'll start. The agenda will be as follows. We'll listen to Klaida's presentation about Atlassian and Microsoft 365. While she'll be presenting, you can ask any questions you might have in the chat. And after the presentation, we will have the Q&A session where Klaida will answer all the questions in the chat, and you will also be able to ask any questions how to say from voice. So it's up to you to decide which way you prefer more. But anyway, all the questions that you may have during the presentation will be answered in the Q&A after it. So I'm muting my mic and give you, Klaida, the word.
Thank you, Anna. Okay, hello again. Nice to meet you. I really appreciate you being here today. I am Klaida. I'm working here at Communardo as product marketing specialist, and I will be with Thomas today, our software developer, and we're going to talk about our powerful app, SharePoint Connector for Confluence. So let's quickly review our agenda for this session. I have prepared a short presentation regarding our company and our product, and we're going to discuss together the challenges in the digital workplace that are hurting your teams and your innovative efforts. At the end, I will show you the powerful app and its features. So, okay, I'm gonna take some moments to tell something about Communardo. Communardo builds products for smarter enterprise collaboration. We strive to make collaboration effective, fast, and fun. And our experts build apps to, build apps to bring systems, people, and data together in powerful new ways. And so far, more than 4,000 clients in 90 countries rely on our experience for their daily business. We are Atlassian Gold Marketplace partner and Gold Microsoft partner as well. So let's move forward. Okay, and as you know, some teams would prefer to work in Confluence and some others would prefer to work in SharePoint. Confluence users can bring their work into SharePoint and vice versa. So that you'd have teams sharing data over emails or working with outdated information, while managers struggle to keep everyone on the same page across both platforms. This is a headache for your business, resulting in information silos, duplicate content, and all other inefficiencies. SharePoint Connector for Confluence solves these problems by integrating the two platforms together. And so your teams could share information with each other and can collaborate on the same documents using whichever systems they want. We will explore together the capabilities of the SharePoint Connector for Confluence and how it can help connect Confluence users with SharePoint users. Yeah, I will demonstrate to you with the demo session afterwards. And now I have a question for you right now. Yeah. Please quench my curiosity. How many systems do you need for your daily work? Is someone or has someone the willingness to express something about that? How many systems do you need for your daily work? Okay. According to EDC research, yeah, 61% need 4 or more systems regularly, and 13% need access to 11 or more systems. Sure, this information is logged in a variety of formats in network files, shares, content management systems, intranets, bespoke applications, and other repositories that don't talk to each other. And we have to find where do I where do I find my information? Who shared it? What's the name of the document? Yeah, and knowledge sharing is quite important, is quite essential for employees. It helps them connect and perform better. According to Panopto, 42% of institutional knowledge is unique to the individual, and 81% of employees report feeling frustrated when they can't get the information they need. So we have another slide, another interesting fact about the knowledge sharing. Yeah, employees waste almost 5.3 hours per week, yeah, to find the information they want to do their jobs. And maybe they are searching for information, for vital information, or they are waiting for this vital information from their colleagues, or working to recreate existing institutional knowledge. Yeah. And what helps? Normally, it is the most relevant thing is to create a unified digital workplace. Yeah, that employees can find and access information easily, and they can work collaboratively from anytime and anywhere. Yeah. So, okay, then SharePoint and Confluence are robust platforms, and companies are using them nowadays. I will show you right now how to get the best out of both worlds with a demonstration. Yeah, and we are going to discuss the main features of this powerful app. The first is how this app helps to integrate SharePoint content into Confluence. We can embed SharePoint document as list documents or links in Confluence. And we can embed, or we can integrate SharePoint content into Confluence, and we can integrate Confluence content into SharePoint. Yeah. So it is the most important thing is to bring your systems and teams together, and this app is available in cloud and data center versions, and it is fully integrated in the Confluence Migration Assistant. Okay, I will share my screen right now to demonstrate to you. Okay, one moment, please. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Can you see my screen?
Yes, we can see the conference
Okay.
space.
Yeah, perfect. So, as you can see here, we are organizing a Communardo, a summer party at Communardo, and we have prepared this wiki page with the information to, in order to inform all our employees about the date, the location, the organization team, and we have prepared a to-do list here. And now we have to inform them about the catering information. Yeah. So I want to embed a SharePoint document for catering into Confluence. I will show you right now. I will go in the edit mode of the page here. Okay. I will click in the add button here to add a macro. I will have a look for SharePoint online document here. As you can see here, there are three options: recent. Yeah, here it is my file regarding catering information. We have another option here, SharePoint sites, and I will have a look for SharePoint connector for Confluence. I can search by document name, catering. And here it is. I have another option, display option. Yeah, so I can display the file as link or as embed. I will select embed. I will click on insert button here, and here we go. I will publish the page. And here it is. I have embedded a SharePoint document into my Confluence. Yeah. But maybe you have to embed the whole SharePoint online list. I will go again in the edit mode of the page. Yeah. I will click in the insert button here, have a look for SharePoint online list macro. I have to search for SharePoint connector. Again, if I know the name, I can find it in a second. Communardo Summer Party. I will click on Insert button, and here we go. I will publish the page again, and I have embedded the SharePoint online list into my Confluence. But maybe I have just created one other file, and it is on my PC. I can upload the file directly here into my Confluence. Yeah, choose file from my PC, for example. Let's take the photo here. I will click on upload. Here we go. And we can see our file, our recent file here in this SharePoint online list. If I will click in open in SharePoint, I will see the same view because they are synced together. But maybe I have put this file in the wrong folder. I can click on the three dots here, and I have a wide range of options here. I can delete it right now. And if I will go again in the Confluence, I will see the same view because, as I said before, they are synced together. SharePoint and Confluence are synced together. Okay, SharePoint is a repository, right? Confluence is not a repository. I have stored a lot of folders there. I have stored a lot of big folders, and I want to embed the SharePoint online list using a starting folder. I will show you right now. I will go again in the edit mode of the page. Yeah. I will click in the add button here, have a look for SharePoint online list. Search again for SharePoint connector site. Communardo Summer Party, and here I have one other option, choose start folder. I will choose catering, for example. I will click on insert button here. I will publish the page. And here you can see, it is loading, one moment, please. Here you can see that I have embedded a SharePoint online list from a starting folder that is catering. And you can see here, there are all files inside the catering folders. Yeah. Okay, another feature of our app is, for example, I will copy the link of this file right now. Okay. I will go in the edit mode of the page, my Confluence page, and I will paste the link that I copied before here, and it will be rendered. The file will be rendered automatically into Confluence. As you can see here, I will publish a page. Yeah, that's it. Okay, as I said to you before, we can integrate this Confluence content into SharePoint. I will go in three dots here, embed in SharePoint, copy that script here. Okay, I will go in the Confluence Cloud integration. I will go in the edit mode of this page. Yeah, here. I will go in the add button here, and I will select Confluence page. Edit web part, paste that script, and here you can see that I have embedded the Confluence content into SharePoint and republish the page. these are the main features of our app. Yeah, so that's it. Okay. I will go again in my, sorry. Okay, I'm so sorry to show you. Okay, you can try this app by yourself to download our app in the Atlassian marketplace and try it for free for 30 days. It is available on the marketplace. And thank you for lending me your ears right now. Please don't hesitate to ask. And I will see your questions right now. Yeah. Okay.
Hello, can I ask the question?
Yes,
Yeah.
please.
Alexander Kuzemko, Kyiv. I used your plugins. Actually, thank you for the presentation. I used your plugins previously in one oil and gas company, and I have a question. You didn't mention any permissions and how is user management is organized. Which user is used to log in from Jira to Confluence? Is it integration with AED? And please cover the security aspects of your solution. Jira and Confluence, from the security point of view, are not secure. And potentially your macros can be used to fetch all the Microsoft-based content from the company database.
Okay, I would say that the connection between two platforms, SharePoint and Confluence, happens always in your browser. Yeah, so we cannot have access in your folders, in your files. Yeah, but Thomas, I would like to ping to Thomas, because I am here during this session, this event with Thomas, our software developer, and he will answer to your question. Yeah, Thomas?
Hello, yeah. Sorry, I missed the question, I must say, because I directly joined a few minutes ago.
Well, I'll repeat it. I have experience using your plugin previously in large government organization, and we switched it off because of security concerns. Confluence is not secure solution, and potentially the user from Confluence, if it's hacked internally, can fetch sensitive content from SharePoint site. And this was a concern, the security of the solution. I would suggest you, if you want to sell it more, cover this aspect as well.
Yeah, so I would say security is one of our main concerns on this app. As Klaida still mentioned, we have a client-side only solution that just runs in our browser, and we are not storing any data on Confluence side. So you will just have some IDs, of course, of the documents, for example, that you embed or that you want to embed. These are stored in these macro parameters but every time you want to load content or access content, you are not accessing content from Confluence, but you are directly authenticating against SharePoint in the context of your current user, of course, and access that document in the context of your current user. That comes together with your permissions. So you have only access to content where your current user would have access to in SharePoint directly while working on that, right? And that's, I think, one of our main advantages that we have also compared to other competitor solutions.
Thank you.
Thank you, Thomas, and thank you, Klaida. I also had a question about not more than the permissions, but the visibility of the content. So if I insert the file which is visible only to me, will will other users on Confluence page see it, or will they just see the image but not have the ability to access the file? How it works?
I said before, everything will be accessed in the content of the current user. So if you are sharing a file or embedding a file where you are the only one who has access in SharePoint or OneDrive or wherever, then other people won't see this document. They will just see a message, yeah, you don't have permission to see that content. And
yeah, that's clear. Thanks. And I also noticed that your solution is the only one that is cloud fortified in the category. Am I right?
I'm not quite sure if it's the only one. Therefore, I would have seen everything else, but I can say it's cloud fortified. Yeah, and I would say that's even another advantage because you won't get cloud fortified, or it's easier to get cloud fortified with a client-side only solution than just having a whole backend behind. And that made, or yeah, I would say other competitors have it much more difficult to get cloud fortified because they have to evaluate their whole backend against that. And because our app is really just a client-side only solution, we just have to provide a nice way like a CDN to deliver that content, and therefore we are still cloud fortified. So it was nothing we had to change, I would say, in the end.
And I know that cloud fortified also includes the support, the wider support hours, and higher performance scalability, and the mentioned security as well. So the security issue in terms of sharing content and sharing data is also always an issue. that was an interesting question from the attendee. Thanks. Does anyone has any other questions? If anyone has questions in Ukrainian or Russian, I can translate. So you feel free to write or ask by voice.
Maybe just a question about the size limitation. Some colleagues might want to share the videos such a way, even it's unintended by the design.
In general, it's possible to preview videos. We are using the same approach like Microsoft is using. A few months ago, if this question is also related to stream to Microsoft Stream, Microsoft has changed the approach how Stream is working, right? So Stream is basically in the newer version just also storing these video files on SharePoint like any other usual file. So you get that embedding out of the box because it's just the same like just embedding any other document in any list. And therefore also these permissions and everything, that whole concept behind is totally the same like on usual documents. And of course you should be able to play these documents, these videos and so on, but just with the permissions you have access.
So more or less your system just emulates a browser inside the Confluence, like a frame.
Right. It's kind of an SSO solution that we also try to use. So we are entirely using that Microsoft authentication, that the OpenID Connect protocol. That's the newest thing Microsoft is providing. You can do this authentication client-side only, also in your browser. And what we are doing is basically we are looking into your Confluence user, which you are still signed in, if it's still a Microsoft user, for example, or we are looking generally into your browser. If you are still signed in, that's a benefit you get automatically by using that single sign-on from Microsoft. And if there's still an account which you are signed in, or your current account where you are signed in Confluence is even a Microsoft account for that cloud, it just reuses that account for to access this content. Of course, with a different API token and so on, we cannot reuse your credentials or whatever, but you have to sign in to our app again the first time. Our app has to be allowed. There are some consents, and it's for the more technical guys under you, it's delegated permissions what we are using. So we are also not allowed to access content just without any of your users. We cannot just say, yeah, someone signed in, so we just use that identity and access your content. That's not possible. You always have to sign in using your current user, and it's just that our app makes it possible for you.
Thank you.
if that somehow answers your question.
Can I ask one more regarding SharePoint, but not Confluence, but Jira? Do you have something similar for Jira as well?
Maybe that's a question, Klaida. Do you want to answer that? If not, currently we don't have anything like this for Jira. It's of course it could be, we could think of it, but currently it was not the main use case. I would say our customers wanted to have this for. So.
Okay, thanks. Any other questions from our audience? Okay, then one more question from me. We are 10 days before Christmas. Do you have any offerings for those who have come today's evening regarding your application or any other things you'd like to share with us?
Actually, we don't have any promo kits for these participants, but we can do something, and we can forward, yeah.
That would be great. We can send it in the follow-up for those who were present. If you can share something, I'm always supporting, and I'm always asking something to share with those members of the community who joined the presentation online after the working day.
We will discuss internally with our business line managers, and we can do something about that. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Great. Then, if we don't have any other questions, I will. The last call. I would say that's the last call for the Q&A. Okay. Then first of all, I'd like to thank you, Klaida, for a very interesting presentation and the demo, actually. And thank you for answering the questions. That was really interesting and valuable. I thank all attendees who have come to join our event today. I will share the recording with those who were not able to join us online in order they could see the content afterwards. And I wish everyone the happy coming holidays, the coming happy New Year and Christmas. And I wish us all a safe and healthy 2022. And I hope to see you all again next year in our Kyiv Atlassian Community Events. Okay. Thank you. Thank you everyone for joining, and have a nice evening. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you too.
Thank you.
Thank you for organizing. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.